Hi everyone, it's Gene Calderon and welcome to December. And you know what that means? It is the season. The season for all of the objections and all of the arguments and all of the complaints about whether or not we are to celebrate Christmas, what Christmas really is, what's the day, is it pagan, and on the arguments go. And I'm hoping to do a 25-part series going through the month of December up until Christmas Day and teach and share a little bit of the insights that we understand when it comes to the Christian faith and Christmas itself. Today being December 1st, I really want to focus on the word Christ, because unfortunately we do live in a biblically illiterate culture where a lot of people actually think that Christ is just the last name of Jesus, not failing to realize that Christ is actually a title, and it comes from the Greek word Christos, which comes from the Hebrew word Mashiach, which means Messiah, which ultimately means the anointed one. So the Christ of Christmas is that long-awaited one who is looking to fulfill all of the shadows that we read about in the Hebrew Scriptures, or as most of us probably call it, the Old Testament. Now, to really understand how important Christ's role is, we have to dig a little bit deeper into the Old Testament prophecies. In the book of Hebrews, the Old Testament history is interpreted as one fulfillment after another, including the birth, the death, and resurrection, and even the ascension of the Christ that we celebrate. Christ is shown to be greater than all of the previous prophets through his miraculous ministry, through his claims to be God, and through the evidence and the claims of his resurrection. So today, as we think about the Christ of Christmas, remember that he alone is revealed through the doorway of the Old Testament, through the Hebrew Scriptures, fulfilling the prophecies. He is the long-awaited anointed one that we are celebrating. And of course, the arrival of him, the day of his birth, was a miraculous day, was a special day, was such an important day that why not celebrate this? Now, some people will argue about the day and the time, but we'll get into that. But the whole purpose is that we are celebrating the fulfillment of the Scriptures by the arrival of the Messiah, and that is why we're here. That is why we're celebrating. That's why we worship on that day the way that we do. So I hope to hear from you. If you have any questions, what do you think about Christmas? What do you think about the Messiah arriving? And shouldn't we celebrate that? Or what would we do in order to honor that? Let me know what you think. I hope to hear from you. Feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Gene Calderon. Hope you have a great December 1st, and see you tomorrow, December 2nd.